Monaco for this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. It's a race that is truly steeped in history, but before the drivers turn their attention to winning, they first need to get through today's tricky practice session. Lowe's hairpin is the slowest corner of any track on the Formula One calendar. It's taken at just 48 kilometers an hour, but provides a stunning view on the first lap as the entire grid bunches up and tiptoes through the corner, hoping not to leave any carbon fibre parts behind.
This is such a tight bend that a special steering rack is used just to get around this very corner, as the cars would not normally be able to make the turn. There is the possibility of overtaking through Lowe's, but more often than not, you'll end up damaging your car.
Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable beats our primary target time. Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective. You spent a lot of time on the track during practice. Does the car have enough reliability to sustain that? You left some bodywork out there on the track. Were you struggling for grip? Great! Well, that's everything.
One of the most difficult circuits on the racing calendar. Welcome to Monaco for today's Formula One qualifying. This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast, or so I'm told by more experienced drivers than myself.
No matter how good a driver is at managing their throttle application to limit rear slip, they can't always overcome a car that's inherently bad at looking after its rear tyres. Here we have a lot of low-speed corner exits, which means a whole load of energy, heat and tyre wear.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are Bottas, Ricciardo and Max Verstappen. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the Grand Prix itself...
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy. It's been a great qualifying session for you. Are you going to carry that momentum into the race? How's your grid penalty going to affect your strategy going into the race? Great! Well, that's everything.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars climb around 40 metres up through Beau Rivage, onto the casino, and then descending down towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners here, 7 to the left and 11 to the right. There's one single DRS zone as well, so don't expect that to make overtaking any easier today. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Ferrari. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, with Daniel Ricciardo slotting in alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel and Alonso, Raikkonen, Hülkenberg, Sainz and Sergio Perez, Grosjean, Magnussen, Pierre Gasly and Ocon, Crofty, Leclerc, Brendan Hartley and Marcus Ericsson, Stroll and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Release. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. The gap behind us is 4.7 seconds. race. We'll see you in park for, mate.
Brilliant stuff from Force India today. What a superb victory. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I think we'll chalk this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well though, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
And now it's time to wind down and celebrate after that fantastic Grand Prix. Here they come, your top three, out onto the podium. Result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Valtteri Bottas, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to say Brendan Hartley. It was probably one of his best drives this season, and I was thoroughly impressed.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Meanwhile, Toro Rosso's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy. You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled. You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy? You had a bit of a rivalry going on, but it looks like he bested you. Do you think you were lucky not to end your race with that crash? Appreciate your time.
That's a great result. You did really well. I don't think we can have any complaints with that performance.
You hit your last team goal. Well done. That should get the team a nice boost to their development, and it won't hurt when it comes to your next contract review either.